Jocelyn Eleazar Monteros versus Task Force Abono-Field Investigation Office, Office of the Ombudsman. GR number 258914, February 27, 2023. Facts of the case are as follows. In 2004, the Department of Budget and Management released 728 million pesos for the Department of Agriculture's Farm Inputs and Farm Implements Program. 5 million pesos of which was allocated to the local government unit of Surigaocity. Surigaocity received 3.25 for the first tranche, which was allocated for the procurement of fertilizers. Now, Surigaocity Mayor Alfonso S. Casura approved the purchase of 2,166 boxes of Elements fertilizer at 1,500 pesos per box from Rosamia Trading. Jocelyn Eleazar Monteros, the city accountant, signed the disbursement voucher for the payment of 3,130,854 pesos and 54 cents to Rosamia Trading. Upon a post-audit, the Commission on Audit flagged the transaction as overpriced, stating that the same fertilizers were available locally at significantly lower prices. Consequently, COA issued a notice of disallowance. In 2011, the Office of the Ombudsman, through Task Force Abono, filed a complaint against Monteros and other local officials for violations of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, dishonesty, grave misconduct, and conduct prejudicial to the best interests of the service. Monteros denied the charges, asserting that her actions were part of her routine duties as city accountant and were neither unusual nor malicious. Despite her defense, the Ombudsman found her guilty and imposed the penalty of dismissal from service. Monteros sought reconsideration, citing her right to a speedy disposition of cases, arguing that the Ombudsman decision came more than 5 years after the complaint was filed. Furthermore, the Sandigan Bayan had already dismissed the related criminal case against her due to inordinate delay. Now, the Court of Appeals upheld the Ombudsman's decision. Monteros appealed to the Supreme Court, contending that the delay violated her constitutional right to a speedy disposition of the administrative case. So the issue of this case is whether or not the inordinate delay in the administrative proceedings against a government official accused of gross misconduct and dishonesty for signing a disbursement voucher related to overpriced fertilizers violate her constitutional right to a speedy disposition of cases. So the court held that yes, the inordinate delay in the administrative proceedings against a government official accused of gross misconduct and dishonesty for signing a disbursement voucher related to overpriced fertilizers violated her constitutional right to a speedy disposition of cases. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Monteros, finding that the administrative case had indeed been resolved with intolerable or inordinate delay, in violation of her constitutional right to speedy disposition of cases. The court highlighted that the delay was unreasonable, especially since the Ombudsman took more than 5 years to resolve an administrative case that required a lower burden of proof. The court also took note of Sandigan Bayan's earlier dismissal of the related criminal case on the same grounds. Under Article 3, Section 16 of the 1987 Constitution, all persons have the right to the speedy disposition of cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. Inordinate delays violate his right and warrant a dismissal of the case. Further, in this case, the Ombudsman must justify the delays in the proceedings, especially when timelines prescribed by law are exceeded. Now, as to the effect of exoneration, under the Civil Service Commission's 2017 Rules on Administrative Cases, a respondent who is exonerated must be reinstated without loss of seniority rights and compensated for the lost wages during the period of illegal dismissal. Thus, the Supreme Court granted Monteros' petition, reversing the Court of Appeals' decision and dismissing the administrative cases against her. Monteros was ordered to reinstated to her former position as city accountant of Surigaocity without loss of seniority rights, and she was entitled to back salaries and other benefits that accrued from the time of her dismissal until her reinstatement.